So this is my second year at Oberlin. I think my first year was spending a lot of time trying to understand the institution. The phrase I use is understand the culture, kind of get underneath the culture, and maybe push the culture a little bit. So a lot of connecting with alumni and traveling across the country, and then trying to focus on the opportunities for the institution and the challenges for small private liberal arts colleges. And so that's been a variety of work over the past year. Well, I think the most important thing is for people to know that Oberlin is this storied institution that is responding to the changing landscape of higher education, which means what does it mean to have more competition in enrollment? And so we're really pressing to expand our enrollment. We did a really great job this year and had 100 more students come in than we had last year. Really talking about what it means to have connected learning so that students already when they come to Oberlin are thinking about their life after Oberlin. So how can we connect their first year experience, their first year seminar, to their winter term, to an internship, to their major, to study abroad. So how can you have this coherent experience that prepares students for life after Oberlin, and a lot of initiatives around that, career communities. And then the other thing I think is interesting that we're doing is sort of responding to this challenge that I think is before a lot of colleges. What does it mean to have civil discourse on your campus and to be able to engage with people who believe differently from you and have different perspectives? And can we find a way to have students have civil discourse? And so we've started this new project called Sustained Dialogue, which has students in dialogue with each other over multiple weeks around controversial topics. I think if we can prepare students to be more effective in that regard, that they will be more prepared for the society that they're entering. But what I will say about enrollment is that because enrollment takes multiple years to solve, so will our total overall enrollment go down this year? Yes, it will, because we had these larger classes graduating and these smaller classes come in. But you have to start somewhere, and the first step is to have a strong enrollment that first year if you can, and then try to build on it over time. I often say that one of the things that's challenging about being a college president is that oftentimes the work that you do, you don't see the results of that work for 5 or 6 or 7 years. So how do you keep your energy up when you won't see the results for 5 or 6 or 7 years? And one of the ways you do it is by trying to back up good decision by good decision by good decision. And it's the cumulative effect of all those decisions that result in the outcome that you want. So do I think we made some good decisions this year as a community? Have we collectively done some hard work? Absolutely. But you have to back up those good decisions and back up that hard work year after year after year. And then ultimately you will see your results. Yeah, so it's been great. I mean, the students have been fantastic. One of the things I've done is I've tried to have events at the residence a lot. So I think I had about 60 events at the residence, mostly with students. And I have to say, I feel like the students have really embraced me. And I think it's in part just because I think that whenever you are talking to 18, 19, and 20 and 21-year-old students, they're just open. And they're open to change. They're open to new perspectives. And, they're willing to listen even when they disagree with you. And what they want really is an opportunity to have their voices be heard. And we've tried to work closely with our Senate to be able to do that. There's a group of students that just called me the other day. They want to create these T-shirts that has a say that I think is important on it for inauguration. And so I don't know which one of them they're going to choose, but I think it's in keeping with who they are, which is that I think Oberlin students, more than anything, are interested in changing the world for good. And what they want from Oberlin is all the things they need to help them go out and do that. And I've often said, I believe it's true that the world needs more Oberlin graduates. And I believe that's true because fundamentally, they want to change the world for good in all of these different ways. And I firmly believe that the world could use a little change.